Today we're going to be looking at LibreOffice. Now, I honestly don't do too much in Office applications. Most of what I can do can be done in a text file and just in the shell. But sometimes Office documents are useful, spreadsheets, although I think some people use spreadsheets for things that they clearly were not made for, but whatever floats your boat. But here are some tips and tricks that I just came across that I thought you might find helpful. Okay, first things first, let's say you need to put today's date in the cell. Obviously, you can type today's date and there's lots of different formats, but if you just hit Control and semicolon, it will automatically put today's date in that cell. That is super useful. Let's go ahead and delete that. Now, another thing is, you see how I have this cell selected, and in the bottom right corner, there's that little square there. I never really knew what that was there for, right? If I grab and do that, okay, so I selected a few things. I guess I could also do that. I don't need to select that. What it is for is if I put a number in here, for example, 1, and then I select that cell and I drag down, it will actually put numbers adding up, from 1 to whatever column I pulled through. I can also drag it the other way, this way, and it will do the same thing. But not only that, if I was to come down here, let's say I was to put 5 in there, I could do that and it'll start with 5. But if I was to do 5 and then I'll put in 10 or any number, select both of them and drag, it will now count by 5s or whatever separation I put between those numbers. So over here, if I was to put 15, I can now select those two cells and go this way, and it'll now go 5, 15, 25, 35, 45. So that could be super useful, but it could also do that with dates. So again, if I hit Control semicolon, it will put today's date in there. Now I can drag down and it will go through the dates and it knows when the new month starts and all that. I can select it and go this way as well. But also, I could do like Control semicolon there, and I can change this date to the 30th. Right? Now I can select both of these and it will go down, and it will now go every third day because that's the spacing I put between the dates. Over here, I could change this. Let's actually just go ahead and jump a month. We'll set it, first one's December 28th, and then the next one's a month later. So I can choose both of these and I can drag this way, and now we got December, January, February, March, April, May, all on the 28th. But in this particular case, we're counting down because I forgot to change the year in this. So let's go ahead and undo that. That was my mistake. If I change this to 26, so now it's counting up a month, we're going to go this way. So instead of counting down 11 months, we're now counting up 1 month each time. So yeah, this is super useful. So here's a real case scenario, because people always ask for real case scenarios, right? So my daytime job is a firefighter, and we have 3 shifts. We have A shift, B shift, and we have a C shift. Which, by the way, if you just put anything in here, like I can just say Bob, and I go like this, now it will just repeat whatever's in there if it isn't something that can be advanced in some way. So now I have A shift, B shift, and C shift. Let's say I know today is A shift. I can go semicolon here, and now I can drag this way, and it will count up. So since we have 24-hour shifts, A shift is the 28th, B shift is the 29th, and C shift is the 30th, as long as I have that first date correct. So now I know that, so I can now go down like this. Now I know that the next A shift would be the 31st. So I can do this, and now that I have that, I could actually do this. I could go select these two, I can drag down as far as I want, and it will put every single one of these dates as a third day away. So let me go ahead and undo that again. And someone just walked in my front door. Okay, so now I am going to say the 30th again on here. I can take this, I can drag down like so. I can also drag this way now. And now I have all the dates for A shift, B shift, and C shift all lined up perfectly. I didn't have to do anything. As long as I know that first date and I say, hey, go 3 days later on this one, I could drag across like that and we have them all, which is great, very useful. So let's look at a few other options here. Let me go ahead and what we're doing here. So if I was to select an area here, I could also go up to Sheets and I can go Fill Cells. This is basically what we're doing, but they have menus here for us. So I can go in here, I can go Series, and I can choose something. So I can go down, linear, I can say start at 1, I can give it an endpoint, or I can leave that blank. I'm going to say 5, and if I hit OK, it now fills those in, starting with 1 and going by 5 each time. But that's just an area of selection. Let's say I want to fill this column all the way down. Well, I can click up here, select that whole column. Now, when I go Sheets and I go Fill Cells, I can go Series, and I'll just start at 500, and I will say intervals of 5. I'll click OK. And it's filled out everything. So now I can drag my scroll bar and scroll all the way down here. And it's counted all the way down to the max number of cells there, counting by 5s. But there's a question in that. How do I get all the way down to the bottom? You know, I can go down page and go page by page. If I say home, it actually brings me all the way to the left. So like if I was over here, I can go to home and it'll go left. If I hit end, it's going to go to the furthest column that has something filled in. So I can put something over here. I can just say Bob, right? And if I'm here and I hit home, it goes that way. If I go end, it's going to go on the current row all the way to whatever column has something in it. Let me go ahead and delete that. How do I go all the way down to the very bottom? Well, if you hit Control and Home, it brings you all the way up to the first cell on the first row. If I hit Control End, it's going to bring me to the bottom row, the furthest most right cell. So again, if I was to put something over here, right, I can hit Control Home, and it'll bring all the way to the top left. If I hit End or Control End, it's going to go all the way down to the bottom right. Not that something that's filled out in this row, but whatever column has something filled out, all the way to the bottom row that has something filled out. So that's a quick way to jump all the way to the very beginning or very end of your spreadsheet. Anyway, those are just some random tips and tricks that I came across this week while trying to figure out how to do some stuff, so I thought I would share. If you have any tips or tricks, or if you know any other options for like the filling things in. So again, like I could do a number here, 25, and I can say 50, and then I can select both of these, and I can drag this way, and it tells me right there up to 300. If I want to go all the way down to 400, we got it. And now I can drag this way, and it will add up 1 for each time since I didn't give it any other intervals. And of course, we looked at dates. Do you have any other things that you know of that can be auto-filled like this by dragging that if you fill in 1 or 2 boxes? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear. Again, my experience in Office applications is not very much because, you know, I just use text files for pretty much everything. But I hope you found this useful. I thank you for watching. Please visit filmsbychris.com. If we go here, my website, you can always click on the support section if you really like my videos. Multiple ways here to support me financially. If you are on Patreon, you can become a Patreon supporter. You get to see my videos a little bit earlier. All my videos will still be free on YouTube. So really, if you're looking to support me, you're looking to support me. But you might get a couple extra bonuses as in early access to stuff. But I also have the Buy Me a Coffee, Libre Pay, and PayPal. I do thank you for watching, and like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I thank you for watching, and I hope that you have a great day.